Listen, y'all. Listen, you will not believe this right now involving 50 Cent. We all know Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Sean Diddy Combs. They never really was the best of friends coming up in New York. You got to understand, New York, that's the concrete jungle. And these two heavyweights, in their own right, in New York, somebody got to be the king. I'm sorry. It just is how it is, man. And these two, along with Jay-Z, because he's involved in this as well, these three never was the most fondest of one another. They all say the right things, but it was a competitive nature, amongst these three. It just is what it is. Now 50 Cent is looking to finish Diddy off, with all of this allegations that are surrounding Sean Puffy Combs. This guy 50 is working on a documentary series about Sean Diddy Combs, and it was acquired by Netflix after a bidding war with other streaming services and networks. So this is a crazy situation, man. To be honest with you, how 50 Cent is really pulling this off, and he's not playing no games, y'all. This documentary is not good. A lot of people feel like, why is 50 getting involved in this? What is this all about? I'm be honest with you, 50 in this entertainment, movie, television space, he's a beast. He's downright a juggernaut. We just got to call it how we see it, and you have to take this man very seriously. This documentary is titled "Diddy Do It." It's an original docu-series. Lord knows what's all gonna be involved in it. But like I said, this thing right here, it's gonna finish Diddy off. I guarantee it. Um, Pardon me. These two, number one, I want to get into something more recent. We all know that these guys had beverages, out. And like I told you, these are multi-millionaires, Forbes listers. You understand? They competing at a different level, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? So they competing in the beverage space. We all know the puffy juice. We're gonna get into that as well. That's why it's paramount for you to subscribe to Flight Sports TV, because we're gonna get into the whole situation with the puffy juice. You understand? That's what we're gonna get all into, later on in this week. But obviously effing vodka, 50 Cent had big things popping with effing. To Diddy's credit, he popped the Ciroc thing off early. A lot of people wasn't up on the vodka with the Ciroc, and Diddy took the Ciroc to a height that I think that people haven't seen. And now you see all of these rappers, entertainers, celebrities, they have some kind of beverage. You understand? So I think that was I think that's something. But these two they had issues. 50 Cent was trying to get into that space. And not trying, he entered that space, and we all know 50 was attacking, Ciroc. He was letting it be known why effing was better and this and that. And then, of course, you got Diddy, coming forward. So it was just, these two was just always were competing at a crazy level. And I think that Jay-Z and Diddy, I think that they had a decent relationship. But I think 50 was always that guy who kind of was always on edge, with these guys, especially the heavyweights, where it was always going to be a competitor. And you never see a situation where they did do a record together. Real hip hop guys know it was the I Get Money. It was the remix to Forbes list. You understand, where it was Hove, it was 50, and it was obviously Diddy, on that track. But seriously, two hip hop, like, you never see too much of 50 and Jay-Z working together. Why didn't we get a 50 and Jay-Z album? You understand? There you go, right there. Let you know the competitive nature that was going on in the state of New York. Like I said, somebody has to be the king. This guy Diddy didn't even rap, and then when every time a microphone or something got in his face, he said he was the king of New York. It was no question who the king of New York was. Diddy was still upset and competing for that title. You understand? So I just got to keep it all the way real with you. 50, like I said, 50 Cent, he know he the king of New York. You know, you start to look at all his accolades and the things that he accomplished, it's gonna be hard pressed to find anybody other than 50 Cent, you know, to be that king of New York title, you know, especially, you know, at that time. But you know, it's crazy. What will be revealed in this situation? Where are we going? Are we going to Kim Porter? Are we going to Cassie? What is going to be revealed, dug up in this documentary that wasn't previously reported at this point? You know, because at some point it's going to be beating a dead horse. You know, we just got to keep it all the way real with you. And mind you, this guy Diddy, nothing has came out about Diddy being guilty of this or whatever, you know, but like I said, in the court of public opinion, this guy's finished, you know. So all I can do at this point, you know, is let it be known here at Flight Sports, we don't condone anything that's going on right now with Diddy. You know, this is a complete embarrassment, you know, to hip hop, you know, to, you know, just everything. And the last thing you want is 50 getting creative on screen. You know, 50 was bad enough as probably one of the best diss rappers ever. You understand? Here, people thinks that 50 started this beef culture, even though we had beef, you know, hip hop prior to 50 being there. You know, but we got to keep it real. 50 came in the game just on another level. And he did sign out west. You know, that's another thing. You know, he didn't get the deal in New York. Where did he get his deal from? He had to go to California. He had to go see Dre. He had to go see Eminem. You understand? So 50 Cent is very upset, you know, at what's going on, you know, with some of the New York politics. There's a lot of things. This is big business. You know, we got to understand 50 never was thoroughly embraced by them. And then when 50 came out, 50 had the rap game on a chokehold for like 3 or 4, it had been 3 or 4 years. 50 had the rap game on a complete chokehold. You understand? And it wasn't until when Lil Wayne came out, well, he was already out, but Lil Wayne started to establish a much stronger presence, you know, in the hip hop space. That's when you seen him popping out a whole lot more. But 50, just like I said, and a lot of these people was not happy. A lot of these people had artists that they was pushing. A lot of these people had other things going on where nobody was eating at this time when 50 was going crazy. You know, everybody had to sit back and just say, you know, we can't do nothing. We got to wait for 50 Cent this run to end. And it was almost never ending. You know, because 50 went to G Unit. He started putting out his artists. You understand? And then he went into films, you know, and I think he did something that none of these guys could have ever imagined. You didn't see Diddy too much in films, even though he was in it, but he wasn't nothing like 50. 50 revolutionized this thing, you know, and look what he's doing with these NBA arenas and stuff like that. 50 is looking to be here for the long haul, as Diddy seems to be having his career cut short, and it looks like he could be a distant memory. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's